And the Belgians with no wins or draws so far, 2 losses for them in the group. So a really big game in the context of this group. If Great Britain can get a win out of this game, they will be flying high in the group with the potential to qualify for the semi-finals for the top 2 finishers. France, by comparison, will jump into a very strong position if they win, and a draw could serve both teams well with how tight it is, but will take points away from each other. So the sprint underway, and it's McCutcheon up against Cotter. McCutcheon versus Cotter, very equal on the timing. Cotter comes away with the ball though, and France very quick on the break here. It comes over the top on the right-hand side. Will they shoot straight away? They opt for the inside ball. Coming at speed from the back is Boudelal. Boudelal up to Lignel. So we have Evan Kong from Singapore and Sean Downs from Ireland as the 2 referees for this crunch match. France starting with 4 wraps around the back. Boudelal, through the hands it comes. Nicely all the way round on the left-hand side. Advantage coming. Play on advantage. Lignel on the ball for France. They will reset their attack. I think it might be the 6-meter line that's the concern at the moment. So Lignel goes in there against Mallon on the right-hand side. Mallon trying to hold Lignel out. Nice screen on the left. Shot coming. Well wide, though, from Cotter. Tried to disguise the shot, but ultimately lost track of where the goal face was. And so Britain will have their first possession of the game. It's McCutcheon, one of the 4 McCutcheon brothers in this side. Shivan with the ball from the back. Shivan McCutcheon out to Santaman McCutcheon. The 3 brothers linking up round the back. It comes to the captain, Syrian McCutcheon. He has no shooting opportunity. Comes back on the right-hand side. Santaman McCutcheon. Back shots, quick shots coming from McCutcheon on the left, but it was well high of the bar. So both teams very similar misses, trying to disguise the shot and sending it well over or alongside the goal. So clearly running on a high into this game on adrenaline at the moment, both sides. Quite uncharacteristic misses, really, to not test the goalkeeper from each of them. They both know how important this game is at this stage of the competition. Boudelal over the top, the ball comes to Debelli, fresh onto the pitch. Debelli starts a run on this left-hand side. Nice, powerful ball back to Linné, the captain. Linné brings it round to Batan. Batan shaping, goal! The left-hander in off the top bar. And that was nicely gathered by him. And he found an edge underneath Syrian McCutcheon. And France take the first goal off the game here. Now, can GB respond? They lay it off on the left-hand side, over to the right now. Round the back it comes. Santaman McCutcheon now into possession. Kartik McCutcheon on the right-hand side, trying to make space. McCutcheon on the left, comes back out. Nice run on the right-hand side. But the goalkeeper, Shivan McCutcheon, opts against that pass. France playing aggressive defence at the moment. That's nicely in from Santaman McCutcheon. He takes the shot. Who's going to regather this, or will it go out for a corner? It is regathered by Great Britain on the far side there. So no goal coming there, but forcing a reset off the shot clock. And they will come again now. That pass is a little loose from Shivan McCutcheon. He drives in himself, pops it back out to Syrian McCutcheon. He nods over to his brother on the other side. Santaman McCutcheon then starting a drive. Goes to the back. Shivan McCutcheon looking threatening on the left, but it's delayed from Syrian McCutcheon, so he goes himself. Will he opt to shoot again? That's come off the boat. No foul. Nice flick back. Play on advantage, though. It's foul seen by the referees in there. Santaman McCutcheon resets again. This is good probing attack from Great Britain, but they haven't fired a shot yet, really. .42 seconds on the clock. Kartik McCutcheon trying to make space. Another foul for Great Britain. Ratcheting up the pressure here. And in that French defence at the moment, Richet and Debelli having to work really hard on the sides. Cotter relatively free in the middle, but that's nicely worked by Hammond. on Richet. Richet up on the top of Hammond. A nice screen by Hammond. Oh, and the shot saved on the way through, but that was a beautiful screen on that left-hand side. Richet retreats out of the picture and into the fight. Instead then comes Lignel. So Hammond now has to take on a fresh pair of arms. Trying to get the best of Lignel on that side there. And another foul committed by France. That's quite a few in quick succession for France then. Foul taken quickly. No warnings yet that we've seen for any of the French defenders. It's Cotter on the left now. They opt against giving it across to that right-hand side. GB. Now down the middle comes Shivan McCutcheon. Back out once more to Syrian McCutcheon. Tanner McCutcheon driving. Plays it into the middle. Syrian McCutcheon. Will he take the shot? He doesn't. He doesn't really have a pass. He has to opt back out to Shivan McCutcheon. They're just lacking that third phase pass at the moment. Initially, good first runs, but no zip on the opportunity. They obviously don't want to give up possession of the ball here, Great Britain, or risk something. That's nicely over the top. Syrian McCutcheon has to pop it back out, though. 15 seconds on the shot clock here. There's been no resets. How will they run this? It's going to have to come to Syrian McCutcheon. He shapes up. 6 seconds. Does shoot. Goes out for a corner. So pressure still being applied by Great Britain, and they force the corner for themselves there. So they take off the heavies here from the corner. And France are coming down on the break here. They know these boys are coming onto the pitch, and by subbing off two at once, they sense an opportunity there. And that will take time out of the clock. Onto the field then come McConvey and Mallon for Great Britain. And they're straight back into the action against Debelli and Lignel. Hoping to get an edge. Tanner McCutcheon on this right-hand side then. Foul once more by Debelli, leaning on the boat. Paddled across onto Mallon. Debelli been on the pitch through two different sets of GB attackers then. May he be tiring on that side? Is there an opportunity? Trying to open the door there is Mallon. Shivan McCutcheon hitting the gap between the two zoners there. Rides underneath himself, has to pop it back out once more. Still no warnings here against the French, but quite a few fouls on the inside now. McCutcheon to McCutcheon to McCutcheon. Inside ball. That's more probing from them, but nothing coming. So Britain here playing through a large section of the first half in possession and really putting the pressure on France. But at the moment, nothing coming from them. Syrian McCutcheon has to pop it back out. McConvey doesn't get that ball, so Shivan McCutcheon does. Tanner McCutcheon, that's dropped though. He's mishandled it. Didn't take the ball there, and it's France with it. And Mallon is caught down the field. He's putting pressure on Debelli. But now Mallon and McConvey. Illegal push by McConvey there towards his own boat. So GB will set back up in defence, and France have ridden a good 6 minutes of possession there from Great Britain, and they come away with a clean sheet. So they will be happy here, and they will try and set up two sections of attack now, I'm sure, to see out the last 2 minutes of this first half. So it's with France, and Duhainot on the ball now, pops it across to Linné. Linné with a shot, that's wide though. That will give the ball straight back to Great Britain. Both referees in agreement, there was no touch there. So GB look to break down the pitch. Shivan McCutcheon with the dribble. At the moment, France are tracking back with them. France bring on the goalkeeper, Boudelao, into the net now. So, 1 minute and 30. That's more time than Britain, I think, would have been expecting to have on the ball here on the end of the first half. Another foul, a big one again by Cotter. And that is going to be a warning, I think. It is. No, he's reaching into the pocket. So it's a green card for Cotter, riding up over the top off McConvey there and continuing to foul afterwards as well. So McConvey forcing France down to 4 players with the fight there. So there will be gaps now for Great Britain. Can they capitalise on this green card period? It will cover the remainder of this first half and 40 seconds or so into the second. Shivan McCutcheon looks to drive down the middle himself. GB have got to be careful not to foul inside the zone here. That's nice driving by Kartik McCutcheon. Lothorpe then driving himself to Shivan McCutcheon. Shivan McCutcheon shaping, pops it off. It's to Lothorpe. Lothorpe on his unfavored left. He shoots himself. It takes a block. 50 seconds now. No ball on the pitch, so a new ball comes on. 1 minute, 20 seconds then. So a warning there, I think, to both of the players on the right-hand side of the zone here. Kartik McCutcheon up against Linné. Kartik McCutcheon just getting the better of Linné at the moment. GB here, I think, running down the clock. They should try and make the most of this 4-player period for France, but it looks like they're going to try and see out the remaining 15 seconds of the half here and create one opportunity. Will it ball fruit for them? Over the top the ball comes from Tanner McCutcheon. Tanner McCutcheon surely to shoot, does shoot. Oh, paddle foul there though. Time off. Penalty is the call. No, they opt against that. That was quite a significant foul there, and if not a penalty, is there a warning then being issued for that paddle foul? No, 2 seconds on the clock then, so I think it's going to be Tanner McCutcheon, who's in space at the moment to take the foul. There's only 1 second on the clock, so he's literally just going to have to shoot it immediately. Does. Blocked down. And that's the end of the half. So France will play out the next period with 40 seconds remaining on the clock, and immediately the referees go to talk to each other at half-time. That was a pretty significant foul as the ball was falling into the hands of potentially the British player for the rebound, but France have ridden the first minute and 20 off their green card well. And at the moment, France lead in the game by 1-0. Just that big shot by the left-hander, Batin, puts them into the lead. So a good start to this game. Still very tight, but at the moment France holding strong defensively against Great Britain. A thank you to our sponsors here, just whilst we have International Canoe Federation, China Canoe Association, Huzhou City, Deqing County, Yupin Sports, Gokong Group, and the Tour Sports. Thank you so much for your sponsorship that enables this championship to not just happen, but be at the high quality that it is. So let's just have a speculation of the messages at half-time here. France will want to gain this possession from the sprint and then just soak up that remaining 40 seconds on their green card. If not, then playing very tight to try and prevent any opportunity for GB to capitalize on that remaining 40-second period. GB, if they get the ball, will want to make the most of France having 4 players. I think for GB, they just need to take 1 or 2 small more risks to try and open up this French defense when it's set up. It was a strong period of attack for them, and just frustration that that didn't come to fruition, I think. So a reminder, a lot to gain for these two sides. GB, 2 wins in the second pool stage at the moment, 1 over Italy and 1 over Switzerland, I believe, and France with 1 win and 1 draw, drawing earlier today against Spain. So who's going to go for the sprint here? It looks like it's going to be Deqing, potentially. Yeah, Deqing right on the line, up against Syrian McCutcheon. So Ivan Deqing versus Syrian McCutcheon. And they're off. And it looks very, very close between them. Maybe Ivan Deqing has it. He puts himself underneath. Syrian McCutcheon takes the ball. No foul committed. Both players comfortable that there's no foul there. Just making sure that Deqing is okay. He seems fine. I think they're just fixing the green card clock. Once the clock is back on, they will bring it down. So there we go. France down to 56 seconds remaining on their green card. I thought it was slightly less than that, but that's okay for Great Britain by comparison. Oh, off the bar. Did that take a touch on the way through? The referee believes that it does. So Boudoulau getting a touch on that. Big shot from the outside from McCutcheon. It comes back to him now. He passes it to his brother, Syrian McCutcheon. Syrian McCutcheon faking the shot. Shiva McCutcheon down the middle. Pops it off to Tanner McCutcheon. Tanner McCutcheon forces the block from Boudoulau. And Boudoulau now growing into the game. That's another nice save for France there. But better one-on-one opportunities made by Great Britain. Only 20 seconds now left on the green card period for Britain. Can they engineer something here? Shivan McCutcheon doesn't have anything, has to reset. 10 seconds left on that green card period now. 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5, 4 seconds. Tanner McCutcheon shapes to shoot, does shoot, goal! So GB do convert. Great Britain then, through Tanner McCutcheon, do score. And so we're at 1 goal apiece in the game. So France setting up again. They did eventually concede from that green card period just before the player came back onto the pitch, and they need to reset now. And it's with Deqing. Deqing over to Linné. Linné to Cotter. Can they get a quick response here? Deqing, nice pass to the right-hand side. The left-hander again, saved this time by McCutcheon. Difficult to read that left-handed shot, but that was right down the middle of the goal, so easy enough for McCutcheon. Under pressure there was Batin. Ball comes across to Cotter on the left. Cotter shaping to shoot, pops it back out. Opportunity for Batin, but Deqing goes for it himself. I think France definitely had space on the right-hand side there. But Deqing opting for the shot himself. And France very good at changing the point of attack and the shot coming from somewhere that you don't expect. There's Batin again. Plays it back across. It's going to be the captain, Linné, who regains possession. France now playing with one player on the inside. Richer trying to make space. They're just playing it round the back. Deqing to Linné. Over the top to Cotter. Cotter in space. Cotter shaping to shoot. Does shoot, scores! Beautiful play on the left-hand side there, and manages to wrap it round Mallon. On the right-hand side off the British zone. And France take the lead again in the game. So France absorbing the pressure from Great Britain, much better than Britain are so far in the game. Britain find themselves behind once more. 7 minutes left on the game then now. Syrian McCutcheon across to Tanner McCutcheon. And now Lothorpe on the ball. Back out from Lothorpe. Defensively here, France have brought on Deqing and Lignel on either side of the zone, so the favoured zoning setup for France here. They're looking strong so far. Tanner McCutcheon probing again. That comes back to Syrian McCutcheon through the middle, takes the shot, blocked down. Another save by Boudalal, but that was a better drive and point of difference from Great Britain there to find the opportunity down the middle. Lothorpe from the corner then. On this left-hand side, Hammond and Nignal fighting together. Tanner McCutcheon frustrated by being rebutted by the French on that side. Hammond working really well on this left-hand side. He has Lignal pinned at the moment. If Lothorpe can get on the outside, he tries to get on the outside now. There comes the run. Oh, Lothorpe can't gather. He does retake possession. A frustrated exclamation from Syrian McCutcheon. A play on advantage for Great Britain, though. They have a new shot clock period. McCutcheon knew there was an opportunity there if that ball had gone to the hands of Lothorpe. Tanner McCutcheon. Syrian McCutcheon, Lothorpe. Lothorpe, will he lay this off on the left-hand side? He doesn't. That whistles from another pitch, so it's still with Great Britain here. 5 minutes left on the second half now. It goes over to Tanner McCutcheon. So he starts the run. France looking strong and secure in the zone here, but this French zoning setup have been playing for a while. Big shooting effort coming there. I think that's going to be a penalty. It is. So Tanner McCutcheon trying to shape to shoot, and Cotter getting hands up in the air to try and prevent the shot, but he was moving. He wasn't static, and I think that's what's gone against him here. So Cotter trying to make a big defensive play, concedes a penalty, and it's a yellow card for Cotter, his second card of the game. And so France will be down to 4. And it'll be Tanner McCutcheon up against Boudalal. Hussein Boudalal in net for France. McCutcheon, shot, saved, blocked. Who's going to regain the ball here? It's gained by France. A warning for Syrian McCutcheon, number 2 for Great Britain. So 2 minutes on the yellow card period now. And Britain have pushed 4 out down the pitch, so they've tried to put a player on each of France's players, and they'll try to suffocate them and force a bad pass. Boudalal under pressure on this right-hand side. He flicks it behind him to Lignal. Great Britain need to close up the space here. They do that. They're pushing France down the pitch at the moment, but at the moment France look comfortable. They are sitting on that 1-goal lead, so they can afford to try and force a foul here. France make a substitution, tactical one, on one side to bring someone on the other. So into the game comes the fast Deqing. There's a foul there, and there's a block as well. And I think there's going to be a conversation with the referee here. So the foul was called, and then the block came afterwards. But Great Britain protesting that here that the ball had gone a meter from the point of release. But the foul is given. The referee on this side believing that was an ambitious block by Mallon to try and prevent the ball through. There was a goalkeeper in, so no thought of a penalty in the end. It was definitely tight, though. So it's 4-on-4 for the next minute or so, and then France will have 40 seconds with Great Britain with a man down. France are just going to see out this attack period. So momentum is going to shift quite dramatically here in a second. It's with France at the moment. It's Duhaneau at the back. Duhaneau over to Batin. Batin back to Duhaneau. Ratcheting up now. They've got 14 seconds on the shot clock. Duhaneau to Linné. Linné still on the ball. Looks to shoot. 7 seconds remaining. Linné will definitely shoot here. There it is. Blocked. Twice off the bar. Who regathers this? It's crucial for Great Britain that they get this. Foul called against Kartik McCutcheon on that side of the zone, the back of his boat riding up into the Niel. So it will be France's ball. 6 seconds left on France's yellow card, so they will be back to 5 very shortly. Let's see who they bring onto the pitch. And there is Cotter who comes back into the game. So France risking Cotter. He's already on a yellow. Another card and it will be a red for him, so he needs to be very careful now. But Cotter, the favoured big shot on the left-hand side of the pitch, and that's the space they're trying to open up at the moment. McCutcheon doesn't bite first time on that far side. So now Britain need to ride out the remaining 20 seconds on their green card. Let's see if they can. If France go 2 goals up here with 2 minutes left, that will be curtains, I think. Here comes the shot from Cotter. Saves, blocked. Who's that landed to? Syrian McCutcheon trying to gain possession of the ball. He believes there was a foul in there. Nothing coming. Shake of the head from the referees. France here eating up the time. There's 1:50 left on the game. They have no interest in playing with the ball at the moment. Drive on the inside coming in. That's nicely laid back. Foul on the inside though, so it's going to be Great Britain's ball. They're back to 5 as well. Who's going to take possession here? It is McCutcheon who lays it off to Shivan McCutcheon and over the top. So 1.5 minutes here for Great Britain to try and draw up this game. Shivan McCutcheon down the middle. Tanner McCutcheon making a drive on the right-hand side. He loops it behind him to Syrian McCutcheon, the captain. 1 minute left on the game then. Syrian McCutcheon turned away. Shiv and McCutcheon out to Tanner McCutcheon. Inside to Fergal McConvey. Fergal McConvey to take the shot. He does take the shot. Takes a touch on the way through. It's gone for a corner. The ball is on the corner, so 50 seconds. This will be the last attacking period for Great Britain in the game. Can they find a way to break France down here? A draw is not a bad result for either side, really, but France will definitely want to hold this out now. A loss gets you nothing for Great Britain. And in such a tight game, there will be points left on the board for them. So 26 seconds now. Shivan McCutcheon over to Syrian McCutcheon. He's going to have to drive himself. Tanner McCutcheon on the right-hand side. The ball comes over. Will he look for the ball inside? He doesn't. It comes back to Shivan McCutcheon. He drives himself, but there's no run coming. Tanner McCutcheon trying to drive through the inside and create a foul or some opportunity. He passes it behind him, but France have snaffled it. And that will be the game. 6 seconds then. They play it between them. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. France take the win. And a big victory it is in this group for France. They take the game 2-1. France take the game 2-1. And that puts them in a strong position. So 2 wins each for each of these sides in the group and a draw for France now. So France push ahead into prime position in the group for now, but still difficult games to come for both of these sides. So it is France that take the win here. Final score on pitch 1, France 2, Great Britain 1.